beautiful people, welcome back again to my channel. If today is the first time of seeing this face, hi, my name is Valentina and you're welcome to this channel. Please kindly hit the red subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so as to be notified anytime an upload is coming from me. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you, I love you, thank you for stopping by. Okay, in today's video I'm going to be talking about the do's and don'ts when promising skincare products. You know, a lot of people tend to believe that it is when they add too much ingredient, too many ingredients, that is when the product is effective. That when they add too many tubes, for example, that is when the product is effective. Girl, I'm here to tell you that it's a big lie. That is not true. You can keep it simple and then get good and beautiful results. You can keep it simple and still get a very beautiful result. So you don't have to add the whole world into your lotion before you get beautiful skin, before you get good result. Okay, so I am going to be talking about those things, the ethics, the do's and don'ts one after the other, so you understand what you're adding to your product, so you don't have to be wasting money. To be honest with you guys, a lot of you are wasting money in the name of promising your skincare product, in the name of trying to get white skin, white on that too, yellow on that too everywhere. It's too much. Let's be calming down. It's not about all these things we are doing, putting different orishi. Some, you know, I sell raw material. Sometimes when I see the other speaking, the list people send to me, I marvel. I'm like, I keep telling myself, why are these people wasting their money? And I do correct them for those who want to be corrected, because a lot of them are feeling boss even though they are doing rubbish. Okay, so let's leave that. The number one thing you should consider when promising your cream is not using a harsh cream for your base. This harsh cream on its own can even destroy your body. Then you now come and start using them as your base, like gluta white. My dear, I sell gluta white and I'm seeing different kind of issues coming with gluta white. And then I see some people using gluta white as base in the name of trying to whiten. This product on its own has hydroquinone, which is a strong lightening agent. I am not even sure it's just hydroquinone, because that lotion on its own might even be having what is it called, mercury. That one on its own is destroyer, because that product, it whitens. So if you know how to use it, it whitens. But using it as a base, my dear, is a no. Do not use harsh. You can use base like Thailand base, Camu, Dr. James. Even though Dr. James, they say it's a whitening base, it does not whiten anything. Don't be deceived. Leave those market strategy. It does not whiten anything. Dr. James is not whitening cream, but it's a very good base that you can use for your skincare product. Amazing. Abon, beautiful. A lot of Thailand products that you can use. And if you're making your base from scratch, beautiful, good and fine. I make my base from scratch. I sell base to a lot of big brands too. So if you're making your base from scratch, beautiful. If you're going to be using over the counter base, please use Thailand. Thailand is very good to work with. And if you're also adding too many ingredients, that is when you now get the side effect of using Thailand products to do your product, Thailand base to do your product, because it's going to go watery. Yes, when you're adding too many. So don't just do too much when you're promising, especially when you are not a mixology. Don't just do too much. Keep it simple. Use good base. If you don't know how to do base, just look for a vendor that sells good base. Buy your base and be sure that you know what you're doing. You know what is in that base. That is why I recommend Thailand base, because Thailand products are quite safe and also effective if you know them very well. And another one I want to talk about is, do not use powder. Yes, do not use powder in the name of, I want to use whitening powder, I want to use blue powder, I want to use red powder to make to activate your promixing product. When you are promixing a product, you don't need anything powder in that product. Why? Because those lotions or those base that you're using to do your product, they already contain some powders in it, and when you're adding your own powder, you're altering the one that has been used to produce the base or to produce the over-the-counter cream. So you don't need powders. Instead, use your serum to activate. Use serum to activate your product. If you're making a product that has alpha arbutin as the active ingredient in there, get a serum that contains alpha arbutin. You don't need to go and start taking alpha arbutin to add to your lotion. You're confusing this lotion. No, you're confusing this lotion. This lotion will be, what do you even want me to do? Kilo, what do you want me to do? That is what this lotion will be asking, because the lotion is confused. So my dear, if you want to activate your product, please use serums. There are a whole lot of serums in the market that you can use to activate your base, so you don't have to suffer these products. You don't have to suffer your skin, because when you're adding these powders has the pH at which they work with. Now you're adding all these things into it. You're making everything useless, because the product you're using as your base has been balanced. If the person he or she knows what they are doing, it has been balanced, and you're using powders in that product, you're making it useless. No, don't do that. It's not good. You're just destroying everything, the ingredients, the base, the whole powder. Alpha arbutin is not cheap. Don't just use it. That's it. And the next one is adding tubes. In fact, I have seen people who use pack of tubes. Some packs of tubes comes in 12, some comes in 10. So you see some people, they will say use 1 pack, use 2 pack. Hey, how? Where is that one going on? The skin? Please keep it simple. Do not go about using 10 pack, 20 pack. If it doesn't matter how many pack you're using, just keep it simple. Don't use too much. It's not about the pack. It's not about the 1 million pack. No, keep it just. If you want to use whitening tube, yes, I know that tubes also help in whitening the skin, but like me, my skincare products, the tubes I use more is anti-reaction tubes. That is the ones I use more. If I'm using tubes, it's just few. 2, I'm okay. 2 type of tubes, 2, 3. If I want to go overboard, 2, 3. Over, like I don't overuse them. Say you don't too much. Now 3. I can't go more than that. Please, let's be guided to avoid damaging our skin. See, old age is there. Old age is calling us. If you're whitening your skin and you're not thinking of old age, I don't know what else to say. Old age is coming. Please be guided. That is why sometimes it's good way to ask the person you're buying from, what are the active ingredients in their products. Old age is calling. So please, guys, I just don't do too much tube. They will tell you when you add too much, that's when you become white in 7 days. It's a lie. It's a lie. You can still see visible results with just using serum. In 7 days, you see visible. The most important thing is knowing what you're formulating, knowing how to put them together. You will get good results. It's not about the plenty serum. Sorry, this video is taking long. I need to explain this in detail so you don't go about making mistakes. To be honest, you don't need too much tube. And the next one is don't add water to your lotion, please. As soon as you're adding that water, germs are entering and they are going bad in days. Don't add water. If you must use anything water, just use rose water. And if you're using rose water, be sure you're putting preservative. But if you're not using anything water, do not even add preservative, because all the ingredients you're promixing together, they all already have preservative when they were made from scratch. So you don't need to add any preservative into it again. They already have preservative. So do not use anything preservative if you are not adding rose water. And to me, I don't really like using rose water. Yes, I don't use water entirely. But sometimes the base gets thick, and if I'm making base it gets thick, I turn it to cream because I do not like situation whereby customer will buy product and they will now start complaining that it went bad after some weeks. It's not good. This money does not use it to come by this days. So let's not be wasting money for our clients. If you're making skincare product, please be guided. So do not use water in your product. The next one is use anti-reaction. Whether you're making your product from scratch or you're doing organic or you're doing promixing, anti-reaction. You know why? The product you're buying, the over-the-counter product you're buying to promise, you're not the one that made it. You should protect your skin, protect your client's skin by using anti-reaction. So if you're making your product, be sure you're adding anti-reaction. And the next one is, please use penetrating agents. Use penetrating like propylene glycol. They will help to take those ingredients you have mixed together into your skin very well and make them work perfectly. Use penetrating agents. It's very, very important when promixing. You're making a whitening cream, you need a penetrating agent. Propylene glycol is very easy to get anywhere, anytime. You can reach out to that one very fast. There are other penetrating agents, but propylene glycol is easier to get. So try to use a penetrating agent while making your product. And also, if you're using emollients in your promixing, please do small. Do not go too much. Do not use it too much, or else your product, your base will separate. The cream you're making will separate when you are using too much of the emollient. It's good to use it, but put it simple. Don't do too much. Just small quantity if you're making. And try to use formulas. I use formula when I'm promixing from scratch. That will guide me and help me to know the quantity of product I am putting inside my lotion. Even serums, if I'm making product, I calculate the quantity of serum I want it to be in that lotion I am making at the moment. So I do not do too much of everything. Your essential oil, use it at the right percentage, please. Just small, use it. And the reason why I use some part of the essential oil that I use is to help, it will help to repair. Like I'm using lavender. I use lavender a lot. I use frankincense a lot. I use geranium a lot. All this will help to repair the skin if there's any mild damage on the skin. They are very, very good. Very, very good. Okay guys, so if you find this video helpful, please kindly subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Turn on the bell notification so as to be notified anytime an upload is coming from. If there's any video you want me to do, just bring it on. I am going to be doing it for you guys. I am here for you all, and trust me, I've come to stay. Thank you. See you guys in my next video.